and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Pamela and I used to put out beauty related videos, but then I just kind of stopped. Oh, it's been about a month and a half since I recorded a video for you guys. I've been, busy with moving and settling in. Obviously, as you can see, my background finally changed. We moved into our apartment here in downtown San Diego, and we've just been slowly but surely becoming comfortable again, becoming like homey or whatever. We didn't have any furniture, we didn't have beds to sleep in, so we finally gathered up all the things to make a home and make it comfortable for us and the kids. So we're finally here and I'm finally ready to do this. I'm ready to get back into this hobby of mine that I loved so much because I miss you guys. I miss you all the time. A lot of you are creators, so I have been trying to keep up with your videos as often as I can. I didn't want to do anything fancy today. I just wanted to do sort of like a basic, like everyday look that I'm doing right now. It's so like basic because of the fact that it's so hot outside, and is it me, or is wearing makeup when it's hot just not fun at all? It's been sweaty. I've been sweaty, and if you don't know me personally, I sweat like crazy. So this is just basically the go-to look that I've been using on sweaty days, which is every day. So yeah, I have no more rambling. Is that what I used to say? I don't have any more babbling. That's what I used to say. So I don't have any more babbling, and let's just get right into this. Okay, so I've already washed and moisturized my face, and the first thing I'd like to do is apply my brows, or fill in my brows or whatever. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. So I guess I should be talking through this like chit chat, get ready with me. And I wanted to let you guys know that the reason why I stopped recording or stopped posting, because I was a little bit down in the dumps. Like I was a little bit sad for a minute there, just because of the fact that we had a hard time finding a place to live. I want to be honest, because I feel like we're not the only ones who struggle with things like this, like real life struggles or whatever. After my husband lost his job, we survived the way that we could. I'm just gonna go in with my Makeup Revolution Fast Base Stick. I've just been using this as like concealer and then spot concealing around my face because it's not too heavy. I have a pretty decent coverage, and it's exactly what I like and what I want right now. Like I said, my husband lost his job, and unfortunately we also had to rely on our credit cards for a moment there, and we racked up a bunch of debt. Like I said, I feel like we're not the only ones to be living like this, and I know that that's a very personal thing to discuss, but I want to connect to people in this way because it's sometimes so overwhelming and so like saddening that this happens to a lot of people right now, because let's face it, we needed to pay our bills, our utilities, we needed to purchase food, we had to live, like we just had to live, and we had problems with our cars and that we had to fix. It was just everyday life that required money or whatever, required some sort of payment, and unfortunately we just had to use the credit cards, and because of that, our credit score went down. My rant is, I don't understand why credit card companies like push and push and push to like give people these lines of credits and then just penalize them or whatever, or just make it impossible for them to do anything else because they have used credits. And on top of that, it's not like we weren't making the minimum payments. Like we were making the payments on the credit cards while being broke, and no matter how like big of a payment we would make, it still just like lowered our credit score. Like it just didn't make any sense. Like our credit score wasn't up to par with most of these rental places that we were looking for. They just wouldn't rent to us, and it's so sad. We're not criminals, but they treated us like criminals. Like there was one rental agency who straight up said, if your credit score isn't so and so, there's absolutely no way that the owner is going to rent to you. Like, why doesn't anyone want to give us a home? And we'd show up with the 2 girls, and it's like, we're just a family of 4 who, you know, was just struggling to survive for a minute. And I don't know, like I said, I'm only talking about this out loud because I feel like I needed to get it off my chest and find somebody who can relate to me. I know we can't be the only ones. So I've obviously done basically my face. I used that stick foundation and then I powdered it with the translucent powder. I am gonna go in with the butter bronzer. I purchased this because they released like more colors, and I have it in the deepest bronze, and I gotta say, that's not that deep. Like, I really wish like Physicians Formula would, you know, get on that and become a little bit more like inclusive in their shade range. It still isn't really that dark on me, so I'm just gonna bronze up my face with this now. Like, do you see that? That's really not that dark for being deep bronze or whatever. So other than that, everything else has just sort of like come full circle or whatever in my life. Like, you know, we moved without any of our furniture, and we have been blessed enough to repurchase all of our stuff. We purchased a new bed, we purchased a new couch, the girls got a new bed and everything. Like, it's just been, that's like been the best part about this like whole experience that we've gone through, is just how we've been able to just bounce right back up or whatever. I also want to touch on something else that, you know, I've noticed that I feel like needs to be bragged about. I have lost weight. Like, I've lost about 15 pounds or so just on walking. So that makes me really happy because I wasn't really trying to. It just kind of like happened. So I'm really happy about that, and I feel like I needed to share that with you guys, like I said. I'm gonna highlight, and I recently purchased this Wet n Wild loose highlighter. This is the Written in the Stars from the Zodiac collection, and I hate loose highlighters. I hate any sort of loose pigment, and I mean, although this is very, very beautiful on the skin, it's like I have to like force myself to use this. I don't know if anybody else feels the same, but loose highlighters are just, oh jeez, they're just so messy. Ooh, girl. On top of that, it looks beautiful on the camera here, but in person it is a little bit glittery and a little bit chunky for my liking. But I mean, on camera it does look beautiful. I can't stop staring at it. See, now I don't know what else to say. That's what happens to me every time I do these chit chat get ready with me's. Half of the video is just me sitting there in silence doing my makeup. Do they have those? Do they have those videos where you just kind of like sit in silence and do your makeup? Because if not, I should just create that. That does look really pretty on the skin though, I'm not gonna lie. So like rusty, I don't even know how to talk to the camera right now. Like, it's so crazy how 1 month of like being gone from YouTube can like do that to you. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of blush. I really like this one because it's not like sweat proof or waterproof, but for me, it does wonders. Oh my god, you guys, I am like the sweatiest person I know, or yeah, I'm the sweatiest person I know. It's crazy how sweaty I get just from like walking around the house like sometimes. And side note, tell me why in San Diego these buildings that are like 30-ish years old, you know, have older, you know, wiring, older like charm to it or whatever, but tell me why they have a fireplace and they have a heater, but they don't have AC. Like, was it freezing cold like 30 years ago in San Diego or something? Why don't you have AC in these buildings? Like, that's just strange to me. I don't think I ever set my concealer, or at least my under eye, so it wouldn't crease. So I'm just gonna take, I have some stuff down here too. I'm gonna take the Wet n Wild, like, you know, these contour palettes. I have mine in the shade Caramel Toffee, and it works perfect for me right now. And I'm just gonna take a little bit of that yellow shade, and I like to literally just right there where I have this like little bag in the darkness. And I also like to put a little bit onto the lid. Doesn't matter how much powder I use or how much I set this, like, I'm still gonna sweat it off, like, no joke, you guys. As far as my eyes, I'm honestly just going to go back into my bronzer and a big fluffy brush. My eyes have also been really watery, really itchy, and irritated. I'm gonna be 30 this year, and I know that's not that old, but I feel like I feel it, you know, like I'm in my body. Like there's times where I'm, you know, bent over like cleaning the tub or something, like, you know, doing my chores and whatnot, and my back will hurt so bad when I stand straight up. Like, probably also has a lot to do with the fact that I've got these things on my chest. Yeah, it probably has a lot to do with that. Want to see someone about that as well. If you're a bigger girl and if you suffer from back problems, please let a girl know like what it is that you do, or if there's a certain like bra that you wear. I know that's like probably too much information or too much that I'm trying to like share, but I gotta know. The thing I shared on my Instagram that I got from another you know, Instagram account or whatever that said back pain is basically like youth leaving the body, and that couldn't be more correct. I'm just gonna take a smaller brush with the same bronzer. I will say that the Deep Butter bronzer is beautiful on the eyes. As you can see, it just looks like such a beautiful transition shade, but I'm gonna take a smaller brush and just run that on the lower lash line. This might be like not the worst video I've put out, might be like the most irrelevant, the messiest, the most real, the most raw video I make. I don't know where I'm going with this conversation at all. Like, you know, there's some YouTubers who just do it so well, like they could just carry on conversation like nothing, but I don't really have anyone to talk to. Like I don't know, I can't do it sometimes. Like I need somebody to just be sitting next to me, like talking to me or something. Oh, there is something that I want to mention or ask just to start conversation in the comments, because I don't have any friends except for you guys, so I feel like I need to just throw this out there so I can talk to somebody about it. But anybody watch the Becoming Jeffree Star like Shane Dawson series that he did? And you know, I don't know how you guys feel about Jeffree Star. Personally, me, I've liked Jeffree Star for a really, really long time. Like, it was those MySpace days where I was in high school when he was super duper popular on MySpace. And I'm pretty sure like everybody who had a MySpace was friends with Jeffree Star on there. And I actually liked some of his music. Like, I had friends who would listen to his music. Anyway, about the like actual series, I thought that that was like one of the best things I've seen on YouTube so far. I don't know, like it wasn't scripted. It was just like a bunch of people having fun and trying to live their lives or whatever. And I don't know, I liked it is what I'm trying to say ultimately, is that I liked how everything was done. I loved the editing. I loved the filming. I loved the cast or whatever. I love who was in it. Like, I've just got a lot of laughs, and I'm not gonna lie, I think I've watched the series like twice already, and I get a good laugh every single time. Like, I do like his reviews, and I do like how real and how much he doesn't care about what he says on his channel, so I appreciate that. And I just want to know if anybody watched it or if anybody was like into it or whatever, but I really enjoyed it and I really liked it. So yeah, that's all I got to say about that. I'm gonna set my brows with this like NYX what is this, tinted brow mascara. I'm gonna put a little bit of this nude eyeliner in the waterline, and of course a ton of mascara. Yeah, that's a really good mascara. And because I'm extra, I am gonna go in with a different mascara for the lower lash line, because if I don't use waterproof, like, I'm gonna wait on this. When this is dry, I'm gonna go ahead and apply this to the bottom. So I'm just gonna do my lips real quick. I've just been liking these M Cosmetics like lip clouds. I have mine in the shade Rose Nude. These are so underrated because this is like one of the best, like most creamy, hydrating liquid lipstick I've ever used. And it's not transfer proof, so it will transfer, but it's just so comfortable. And I can't talk and do this at the same time. Okay, I went ahead and applied this little bad boy to the lower lash line off camera because, I mean, who wants to watch people put on mascara, honestly? I hope that you enjoyed my little chit chat get ready with me. I gave this thing a best shot or whatever. I'm not really good at just sitting here like having a conversation with myself. So yeah, if you want to start any sort of conversation with me in the comments below, I would love to hear from you guys. I've missed you guys so much. Like, I really have missed being around, you know, this sort of social media platform, because this is like one of the best social media platforms to communicate, to, you know, expand or to reach out to other people. I've truly missed my hobby. Like, this is just one of the most fun things that I do right now, or whatever. So that sounds sad. But yeah, if you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and spread my love for makeup, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.